Welcome, kind and esteemed viewers. This is your bestie, Lady Feemy Chatterington. Are you ready for the latest dose of saucy scandal amidst the illustrious ton? Do get comfortable and join me for a spell. Pour yourself a cup and let's sip on some hot English tea together. And please don't be shy when tempted to reach for the biscuit tray. Sometimes you need something a little sweet to wash away the naughty from your palate. Lean in closer and prepare your ears, because the latest gossip will be sure to rattle your teacups and have you clutching your pearls from the fetid nature of it all. Oh, my darlings, do brace yourselves for the most astonishing news to grace the lips of our dear ton. It is with both scandal and suspicion that I bring forth the announcement. Lord Cornelius Beckett, our miserly and detestable lord of dubious repute, has finally found himself a willing bride, despite our persistent warnings. Yes, you heard that correctly, my dear viewers. A bride! One would hardly believe it, for who among us could have imagined that such a loathsome creature would ever be willingly accepted into the sanctity of matrimony? And yet, here we stand, mouths agape. The lady in question, a Miss Eliza Alder, oh, what a clever young thing she must be, has astonished us all with her acceptance of Lord Beckett's proposal. What father or young woman in her right mind would consent to wed a man whose very presence causes the air itself to sour, whose odious habits are the bane of all civilized company? Why, one might imagine she's quite lost her senses to be drawn to such a vile creature, who seems more an ogre of the fairy tales than a lord of the realm. But alas, my dears, I assure you she indeed must be as sharp as a needle's point. Whispers abound as to her true motivations, because let us be frank, only a woman with a cunning plan buried beneath the surface of her acceptance could possibly consent to such a marriage. The ton has been buzzing with speculation, of course. Does she have a dark secret of her own? Perhaps she's a young woman of extraordinary ambition, plotting a future where she wields all the power of his wealth for herself. Or perhaps revenge is what stirs her heart. A slow and careful vengeance she intends to extract piece by piece from the man who now believes he has conquered her. And what, might you ask, could possess such a clever miss to bind herself to a man of such repugnance? Only time will reveal the truth, my dears. For now we are left to wonder at her purpose, her hidden plan simmering beneath that perfect veneer of docile acceptance. Oh, how I adore a mystery, don't you? Lord Beckett, of course, is entirely unaware of the storm that may be brewing beneath his future bride's charming exterior. He is all too pleased with himself, convinced that at last he has found a meek young woman willing to serve his every whim, and most importantly, provide him with the coveted heir he so desperately desires. One cannot help but shudder at the thought of this wretched union. Yet one also cannot help but feel a sense of delicious anticipation for what is to come. What plot could she or her family be spinning? And how, I wonder, will she navigate the treacherous path she has chosen? For no woman, no matter how clever, could marry Lord Beckett without a scheme to match his treachery. There is more to this tale, my dear viewers, far more than meets the eye. Rest assured, I shall be watching closely, as will the rest of society. Ah, but we shall have to wait for the story to unfold, won't we? Until then, my dear darlings, let us keep our eyes wide and our hearts eager for the revelation of this young woman's true intentions. There is a plot afoot, of that much I am certain. And oh, how sweet it will be when the truth is finally unveiled. Stay tuned, friends, because this game has only just begun. Well, my lovelies, this is all the saucy scandal I have for now. So, until we meet again, keep your teacups full and your ears open, because the ton never ceases to provide an infinite supply of delicious scandal. And I wouldn't live up to my namesake if I never shared it with you, now would I? All is fair in love and war, they say. Until next time, my dears.